If you are studying for an exam, you are likely taking notes on standard, lined paper. You write in full, left-to-right sentences, filling page after page. However, there is a technical flaw in this approach that prevents your brain from retaining information effectively. When you read a typical textbook, only 20% of the words actually contain the core data. The other 80% consists of grammar and filler. By copying full sentences into your notebook, you spend 80% of your study time transcribing words that do not help you recall the material. The mind map is a system designed to strip away that filler. It organizes the remaining 20% of information using a branching structure that mimics how your neurons fire and connect. To begin, you need a blank, unlined piece of A4 paper. Position the paper horizontally. You will also need a set of fine-tip colored pens. By using a horizontal, unlined canvas, you remove the physical constraints of linear writing. This shift in layout changes your role from a passive transcriber to an active information architect. Start by drawing a colorful central image, representing your topic, directly in the middle of the page. This drawing should be roughly the size of 2 large coins. It is vital that you do not draw a box or a border around this image. A rigid border creates a subconscious barrier that restricts your brain's natural ability to expand the idea further. From that central image, draw thick, organically curved branches, radiating towards the edges of the paper. Each branch represents one of your main subtopics. Titles for these subtopics must be written in capital letters and sit directly on top of the branch. Assign a unique color to each branch family to keep the categories distinct. This radiating core structure matches the brain's natural associative pathways. Unlike a rigid top-down list, this layout allows you to see how every main subtopic connects back to the central theme. To add supporting facts, grow thinner lines outward from the ends of the thick main branches. The primary rule of mind mapping is that you must place a maximum of 1 key word on each line. The word must rest directly on top of the line, not floating above it or placed in a box. Remove all grammar and filler. You are left with only the information-rich nouns or verbs that trigger your memory of the entire concept. Every sub-branch must connect physically to the exact endpoint of the previous line. This creates a continuous visual path from the core idea to the specific detail. You can condense these ideas even further by using shorthand symbols. For example, replacing the word increase with a simple up arrow reduces the visual space required to store the idea. Strictly limiting your notes to connected keywords forces you to process and synthesize the material. You cannot map an idea unless you first understand its essence. Add small doodles and icons next to your keywords. These act as visual triggers that make specific facts stand out during revision. To read a completed map, start at the top right branch and follow the layout in a clockwise direction. Within each individual branch on the right side of the map, read the sub-branches from top to bottom. On the left side of the map, ideas radiate outward from the center. This means you will read the keywords from right to left as you move away from the middle of the page. This clockwise mapping transforms scattered data into a visual geography. When you sit for an exam, you can navigate this map in your mind to retrieve facts quickly. A finished mind map can successfully compress a 20-page chapter onto a single, vibrant page. This comparison shows the efficiency of the map. On the left, 120 words are locked in a dense block of text. On the right, 25 keywords provide the same information in a clear, branching hierarchy. The structure improves recall by using distinct colors to group related facts. The physical lines create a visual association between the central topic and the detail, allowing your eye to trace the logic of the entire chapter. Challenge yourself to apply this framework to your next chapter of reading. Take your colored markers and build a map that captures only the keywords. Creating these maps develops a high-speed interface for your memory, replacing the inefficient process of transcribing linear sentences.